All right, welcome everybody. This is our first flight of 2023. Today's mission, we're going to Detroit. We've got a special guest on board, the one, the only, Joe Sasto.
Hello. We're going on a pizza crawl.
We're doing a little pizza crawl. Joe's gonna take us to Detroit, take us through some pizza places so we can determine how full we can get in about an 8-hour period.
Here's the question, over under 3.5 pizzas.
Oh, I gotta go under.
I'll take the over.
Is it small pizzas or large?
They're Detroit style. They're like in the shape of like the pan.
All right, now we got a official bet on there. Joe's gonna fly us there. I'll see about flying us back, so join us. Welcome aboard. Ready to roll?
Ready to roll.
Do this. Pretty smooth flight overall.
Yeah, you can see Detroit out there now, right? That's it?
Yeah, Detroit International Airport right there.
Still 2164, Detroit departure radar
Canada, just beyond, over the river there. Windsor, I believe it's a town that's just across the border there. Right now, approach has us doing a 115 heading, 6,000 feet. And today, Detroit is landing runway 33. Winds are 11 knots, gusting to 21. We're gonna start to slow down because they're going to drop us here in a minute. So might as well be prepared for that. Plus this plane, like I said, does not like to slow down. I wonder if they're gonna wrap us around. We might actually go over Canadian airspace.
Oh, and circle back?
Airport should be up to the left there. I think I see it. Joe, you wanna attempt your first landing or? I mean, no better time than the present.
I
right?
play GTA, so I feel like pretty similar.
Pretty similar.
And I'm on aviation TikTok a lot. Like
Okay.
I see a lot of student pilots. So
Yeah. Okay. Well then, I mean, I think you've got the fundamentals.
you have to use the universal letters, like name words for each letter.
Like-
There's a universal alphabet. You can't be like Isaac.
I'm sure they would give you too much flack, but you know, you do use the universal part of it. So this is what we call radar vectors. So he's vectoring us to get into position to land, but I mean, we're still so high. It's pretty common for them to do that with GA planes too. But we got to get down to 6,000 feet. But he's probably keeping us up here for a reason. Just not quite sure what that reason is.
Okay, Cleveland Center 127.7.
Probably other planes.
Yeah, most likely.
Safety first, right?
Are these two different lakes and this river connects them or what? No?
That's a really good point. Oh no, I haven't looked at my geography in a while. No, it doesn't look like it. One looks like it's Lake St. Clair is that right there. And that is Lake Erie right there. So Lake Erie, Lake St. Clair.
Oh, okay, so two different lakes.
All right, so that is Windsor's airport right there. There's another jet coming over right there. So we're almost into Canada. We went to Canada today.
Nice. You cross this river, you're into Canadian airspace.
So what do you got in store for us today, Joe?
First stop, we're going to Buddy's. From what I've read, the pretty much undisputed original Detroit pizza.
Okay.
Buddy's is going to be the first stop. Detroit style, that pan that it comes in is based off the mechanic pan that you would put all the nuts and bolts in.
Get out of here.
And that's what they originally were because we're going to Machine City, where all the cars were assembled.
All right,
So
that's the tip of the day right there. Now, that's worth
And
the
that's
trip right
where
there.
that little rectangular pan comes from. It used to be that pan that you would use when you're repairing your car, or building a car, rather.
Makes perfect sense.
And so someone decided to start cooking pizza in that for whatever reason.
Because it's Detroit. That's what you do.
That's right. That's what you do. And then after that, one newer than the other. And then our last spot is going to be Detroit Style Pizza Co., I think, which is actually up in St. Clair.
Okay.
St. Clair Beach. We have to take a little ride up there. And that is supposedly like the bad new version of Detroit. This guy, he's won a couple of pizza competitions, pretty much put Detroit style pizza on the map.
Okay.
So they say. And
Gotcha.
so that'll be our last stop. And then there's even, I snuck in potentially, I found a place that's really well known for their cannoli.
I was going to say, I got to think there's got to be some dessert in there at some
So
point.
we're going to get some cannoli on the way as well in the middle. So that's our itinerary for the day.
All right, for the people that watch my video, Joe joined us today. I met Joe probably, a couple of years ago? That's another story in itself. That's another story. So at what point in time did you get involved in cooking?
Oh, man. Always was cooking ever since at a young age. With my mom, in the kitchen. It was something that I just kind of fell in love with, very, very early on. And food is one of those things that I think and we all can agree, just make people happy. You know what I could never be a pilot is I tune out when people say things. Like, I'm not good at even listening to, like, Google GPS in the car. It says something. Like, I don't even realize they're saying anything to you until they're done talking. And I'm like, fuck, they're talking to us. So you could replay it and just record the last thing it said.
Yep. How cool is that?
That's really convenient. How come it doesn't hand us over to Canadian airspace if we're in Canada?
Because air is probably international airspace. And he's actually probably directing traffic to that one too. I don't know. It's a really good point. I don't know why we can really go right over Windsor Airport. There's the airport right there that we're going to.
Okay, I think I see it at like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, basically that opening, it's like one like this and one kicked off. Water looks cold, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not laying there.
That looks really cold. Sorry we're having to drop like this. Not typically what I like.
What's that?
To just dive bomb in like that. I like a nice gradual descent into where we're going.
This feels gradual. This part that
part I don't worry about.
That's the part that I don't like.
And I gotta slow down. So you're gonna hear this buzz. Don't be alarmed. It's just telling us that we reduced the engine power that we should be putting the landing gear in. We're gonna have to reduce power just to descend. There's the Gulfstream taking the runway.
Oh, before us.
Yeah, see, he's pulling onto the runway right now. We want to land before he takes off as far as the point that he takes off. That wind's pretty gusty, huh?
Yeah.
They don't need a resolution. They just need a little music. Hey, you're looking.
That's some gusty wind right there.
All right, check it out. We made it. Touchdown in Detroit. As they say, when in Detroit, when in Detroit.